Luka Doncic made his Los Angeles Lakers debut last night. He debuted in the Staples Center of the Crypto.com Arena in that purple and gold for the Showtime Lakers, playing alongside LeBron. And they absolutely dominated. 132 to 113. They beat up on the poor old Utah Jazz, who are in the run for Cooper Flag. Another white baller for their team. They have two white ballers already in the starting line with Markkanen and Kessler, two bigs. They're pretty good. They didn't show too much. Kessler, I really like. He's like a real, true, big, tall, can grabs boards at a high rate. Markkanen, he didn't look good, but the whole Jazz team didn't look good this game. It was all about the Lakers, though. You knew the NBA was going to make it all about the Lakers. They had the Luka jerseys laid out. They had flexed the game to 10:30 on ESPN. They kicked off college games. The NBA is trying to make Luka the biggest star in the league, especially setting up for when KD, Curry, and LeBron retire. They're trying to make Luka that next big star, and he's international, so he's an international market for the NBA. And he was on a minutes restriction. He didn't show much in his Lakers debut. You got flashes of what you're going to expect when Luka's out there really playing true minutes, but he only played 24 minutes. This game was over in the first quarter. 37 to 25, 12-point lead after the first quarter for the Lakers. It felt way larger. They were scoring at will. They were easily getting buckets. LeBron, the GOAT, James, he is on a nice run. He is showing at the age of 40 why he is the GOAT, why his longevity is so insane. He had 24 points last night, only played 29 minutes. 24 points, 29 minutes, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. I mean, he's doing everything. He's getting rebounds, he's getting assists, he's getting points the last couple of games. He just had a 42-point minutes G. He is showing why he's the GOAT, but it's all about Luka Doncic right now. You got flashes of Luka, hit some shots, hit a three, threw the lob Jackson Hayes for his first contribution to Lakers scoring. You got flashes of what it is, but you didn't see Luka. You didn't see Luka magic, which I wasn't expecting to see. He's on a minutes restriction. They've set him up in a good game. They set him up against the Jazz. He doesn't have to do anything. LeBron can still go out there and carry. And he can just ease his way into LA. And he had 4 assists, 5 rebounds. He was doing something. He was doing things. 14 points. 1 for 7 from 3. It was rough out there shooting from 3. But other than that, it was good. It was Luka. You saw Luka. You got the feel of Luka. You got the hype stage. You got the debut out the way. You can't mess up a debut when you're beating a team by 20. And then LeBron put on a performance. Simple as that. It was an easy way to debut Luka Doncic. You had an excuse not to play him a lot. You had an excuse for him only to score 14 points. He's on a minute restriction. He's hurt. 24 minutes. Now it's nothing. Lakers smoked the Jazz. And the Lakers team has been one of the better teams defensively in this stretch of the second half of the season. I think they are the best defensive team, or one of the best defensive teams down this stretch of the season. And that's because of Vanderbilt. They have Vanderbilt, LeBron, they had AD, Rui's playing good defense. They have Dorian Finney-Smith now. But when you get rid of AD and get Luka, your defense is going to go down. But your offense is just going to rise all the way up. Your offense is going to explode. And AD is really good offensively, really good defensively, and that's why it's a weird move trading these two all-stars, these two all-NBA players. But Luka is clearly for the future, and Luka is clearly the better player. I mean, out of every player in the league, career-wise, he has the highest points per game average. Luka Doncic has the highest points per game average throughout his whole career. The highest in the league right now. And his career hasn't been that long. You can make the argument, but that is still very, very impressive. And here's what I want to say about Luka and the Lakers. They made a big deal about it. It was against the Jazz, that's fine. But Luka is here to take the pressure off of LeBron. Because LeBron has just been carrying this team, to be honest. And he's 40 years old. He can't be doing everything. He's not Superman LeBron anymore. He's LeBron, the GOAT James still. He's still an all-star player. He's still an all-star starter at the age of 40. But he can't do everything. And it's going to really take a toll when you get to the playoffs against these young teams like the Rockets, who are young, athletic, fast, and play defense. You know? The Thunder, they're young, athletic, fast, and they play defense. And the Nuggets, they're still young and they're still good, and they're the Lakers' kryptonite. So it takes the pressure off of LeBron down this down the stretch of the season, towards the end of the season, so he can get rested for the playoffs. So he's not using all his willpower trying to will his team to a top seed. No, and then if he doesn't, then they're a low seed, and then they have to play the Nuggets, and then they get bounced. But the offense has really taken off. They've won 10 of their last 11 games. They're on a 6-game winning streak. Their defense has gotten really good. JJ Redick is a really, really good coach. And everybody's looking stupid to whoever made that argument that he got a job because of LeBron. He's not going to be a good coach. He's just going to be one of another Darvin Ham, another Frank Vogel, and get fired and not make a difference. No, he has made a difference. He's made a very significant difference. He has this Lakers team looking like a true team that could come out of the West. And my 4 teams that can come out of the West, who look like they can come out of the West: the Lakers, the Thunder, the Nuggets, and the Rockets. I really like Ime Udoka. I like their young team. Even though they're young, that's probably going to be the problem. They can defend, they run, they're faster than everybody, and they're just explosive. And they have Ime Udoka. So those are my 4 teams that I think could truly, truly make it out of the West. Every other team, I don't think they would really have a chance to make it out the West. Those are the 4 that could really, really make it out the West. And the Lakers, even without Luka, without LeBron on Saturday, the Pacers made it close at the end, smoked a pretty good Pacers team. The Pacers are, 5th or 6th in the East? 7 games above 500? They're really good. Austin Reeves, they have AR-15. He dropped 40. Austin Reeves had 22 this game. But they have AR-15, Luka, not just LeBron. You say, oh, they're missing defense. Well, guess what? They're one of the best defensive teams in the league as of late. So, I mean, can we make the argument? And then the other argument that this isn't going to work is, oh, there's only one ball. There's only one ball. Well, guess what? There's always been one ball. Is there 3 balls? No, but you still make the best team. Curry, Clay, and Kevin Durant. What was the argument? There's only one ball. Guess what happened? 2 championships. Probably could have been another one if they didn't get hurt. 2 championships, 3 finals. What will happen with Bosh, Wade, and LeBron? More importantly, Wade and LeBron. One ball argument. Back to back finals and 2 championships. What else? What other argument is there? There's no other argument. There's only one ball. Defense. I think the Lakers are really good defensively. Hopefully, they get this Mark. Even if they don't get the Mark Williams shirt, I really like Dalton Connect as an energy dude, a 3-point shooter, sniper coming off the bench. Gabe Vincent has stepped up as of late for the Lakers. He's been playing really good. He's been knocking down threes. Even if they get Mark Williams, even better. You got another lob there. But Jackson Hayes, he is really fun to watch. Honestly, he's athletic. Catching those lobs, it's just fun. Now, when you have to play, hopefully, the Lakers, the only thing about the Lakers not making it out the West, in my opinion, is they're not going to make it out the West at all. They don't have a chance if they play the Nuggets. You got to hope the Nuggets get bounced by a different team. You play the Nuggets with these bigs, Jokic is going to kill him. I'm going to be honest, Jokic is going to kill him. And LeBron can't do it all to try to win. Luka even can't do it all when Jokic is killing your bigs down low. And Luka is really not going to help defensively on Jamal Murray, Michael Porter. So it's going to be tough. The Nuggets, Lakers kryptonite, they're still going to give them issues, but I really like the Lakers with this Luka trade. You got a teaser of Luka last night, or whatever you're watching this, 2 days ago. And there's more to come. They play the Jazz again on Wednesday. So we'll see that. Maybe Luka gets more minutes. I don't know. Hopefully it's not another smoke show. Maybe we get to see Luka Magic down the stretch. But we're probably not going to see that until after the All-Star break. And he'll be healthy, and he'll be ready to play, and he'll be true on Luka Magic. And we'll really see the LeBron-Luka tandem after the All-Star break. Now, speaking of taking the pressure and taking the eyes away from a superstar player, Jimmy Butler on the Warriors, 2-0 to start his Warriors career. They beat the Bucks last night, 125 to 111, and then 2 days they beat the Bulls, 132 to 111. Jimmy Butler not only has opened up scoring for Curry, 38 points last night, and the game before 34. Those are 2 games. Jimmy Butler's been on the Warriors. Curry is averaging 36 points. Jimmy Butler's averaging 22.5, 25 and 20 in his 2 games. But Jimmy Butler, he has been getting to the line. He's been playing defense and most importantly, opening it up for Curry. And that's what they want. The Warriors now, do I see them as those top 4 contenders that I named earlier for the Western to get out the West? No. I see them getting past the first round. I don't know about the second. Because the team around him, I mean, Podemski off and on, Draymond Green off and on, Kuminga, he could play really good, but that's it. That's all I see. There's nothing. There's no team around them like the Lakers. Especially, they haven't shown anything. Like the Lakers are playing as late, and the Warriors right now sitting at the 10th seed, play-in spot. Maybe but they're only 2.5 games behind the 6th seed, so they can get out the play-in easily. They get hot with Jimmy Butler. They play the Mavs tomorrow, but Jimmy Butler has opened the floor for Curry, and he's getting to the line. 15 free throws he shot last game, and then 12 or 13 the game before. He's getting to the line. He's doing that Jimmy Butler aggressive. You can tell he's really, really playing. Maybe it was he got his joy back. His joy was getting paid. I mean, that's everybody's joy. Making money, getting paid, especially when it's $60 million. And he's been playing aggressively, playing defense, trying to score. He's actually been playing unlike what he was doing with the Heat. But I can't let my bias get in the way of this. He has been really, really playing for the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors have been really looking nice with Jimmy Butler. And this is what they wanted to do. Get a superstar and all-star around Curry. And they do him... When you got a top 8 player in the league, it's Steph Curry, or top 10 player in the league, there's no time to tank. Especially when you're 36, 35 years old like Curry. When your star player, your top 10 player is that age. You got to try to get something around him. You got to do him the due diligence of getting something around him as he's given to this organization. And it's the courtesy of trying to compete when you have a top 10 player and a generational talent like Steph Curry still on your team and still producing. That's the key. He's still producing. And while Jimmy Butler isn't going to make you a finals contender, a championship team, or a true championship team, he's going to make you a playoff contender. A team, if he can turn the playoff, Jimmy will make you a finals team. But I don't know if he still has that in him. I'm doubting him. Yes, and I don't like to doubt Jimmy Butler. That's probably not a good thing to do. But he's 36 years old, 35 years old. Can he turn it on? He's been through a lot of injuries since his last true Jimmy playoff run. And I don't know if he has that in him to turn it on. He's been cruising through the season with the Heat, but maybe that was because of his joy. And now he's turning it on with the Warriors, creating buckets for Steph Curry. If Steph Curry can turn it on, and Jimmy Butler can do what he could do, then they have an issue. They're a real issue. But I don't see them being a true finals team, but at least they can compete in the playoffs now. With just Steph Curry and Andrew Wiggins and Dennis Schroeder and whatever that core or the team they had before they made the Jimmy Butler trade, they were not competing. They were a play-in team, maybe make it out to play in a first-round bounce. Now, they're looking like a first-round team that no one wants to play. You don't want to play Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry in the playoffs. That's bad news. But they did Curry the justice of getting him an all-star to try and compete for the next at least 2 years. I think Jimmy's contract extension and Curry's contract along with Draymond's match up so they can move off of that into a total rebuild. If they don't feel this is ever going to work in the next 2 years, they can move off of that all at one time. I don't see Curry ever going anywhere, but I'm just saying. Yeah, but 2 big NBA trades. We didn't get to the Spurs. We'll get to that later. But De'Aaron Fox, but 2 big NBA trades really positively affecting the team. And the Mavs. Let's touch on the Mavs. I feel bad for the Mavs. They got game winner on last night, but DeMar DeRozan. That's rough. AD had a really good performance. The Mavs fans in the arena were slowly turning to the Anthony Davis bandwagon, and then he gets hurt with an abdominal injury, which is what he had before he returned. And it's funny, Luka and AD were supposed to be out for longer periods of time, and all of a sudden they come back and play. But he had 24 points in the first half, and then he gets an abdominal injury in the third quarter. They're still able to pull away with a win against a good Rockets team. The Rockets started to make a run to come back after he lost, and then they just lost a close game on a DeMar DeRozan game winner in overtime to the Kings. So while the Luka trade and the AD trade was not looking so bad for a half, it was looking pretty damn good. Kyrie, Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, Max Christie, it was looking pretty damn good. Max Christie's pretty good, but got to feel for him. This is exactly what they said. You're trading someone because you're scared of injuries, you're scared of his conditioning for a player that's injury prone himself. And that's exactly what happened. He got injured. He's out for months, weeks, I don't know. He's out for a while, indefinitely. So he'll be back to make a run, but I feel for the Mavs fans, man. But two big trades, Jimmy Butler, Luka Doncic, both positively affecting their teams. Luka not so much yet, but I promise you, it's gonna positively affect them tremendously. Jimmy Butler's making a big difference too. Heat 0-1 without Jimmy. Jimmy Butler 2-0 without the Heat. Who's the problem there?